For Joanne, congratulations on the win and your bonus as well. Were you worried at all going into this fight, obviously with your change of opponent, and especially considering how the fight went for you last time with someone relatively unknown?
Yeah, I think that's just part of the game though, and you have to get on with it. You know, it's MMA and a lot of people pull out, whether it's the last week or like 3 weeks before, so it's just part of the game and you just have to keep your head strong and get on with it. And as for the coming off a loss, then I just kept it in the past and tried to move on and stay strong, and the fans and the event here being in Scotland really helped, so yeah, just need to stay strong.
Seeing the other guys coming off of their wins, did that motivate you?
Yeah, very much so, and I seen it was the first round and stuff and I was like, fuck, I need to get out there and do it in the first 10 seconds, but you know, that goes through your head, but at the end of the day I just need to get the win as well, so that was the most important thing.
And Jojo, obviously, you know, coming out this evening, this was your coming out party, I mean, you know, in your hometown. Just talk us through the emotions. I could see you, when you were actually walking out, it was almost like it wasn't an emotional walk for you, unless I got that and I read that wrong.
It was very emotional. I've had a tough 8 weeks and I don't want to cry and give everyone a sob story, but it was a tough camp and emotionally and everything, but I can't explain that feeling coming out, and the whole week I've been so excited and it's just got me through the weight cut and the camp and being not really myself, so it's just helped, and I can't explain the feeling walking out there. I just felt as if this is where I want to be, and I'll never forget that feeling.
Okay.
I'd just like to thank all the fans and the support. They made the UFC come here, because if it wasn't for them, you know, me, Rob and Stevie, we would still be fighting, but it was because the fans and the UFC really listened to the fans and eventually they came here, so thanks to UFC for eventually answering everyone's prayers, not just the fans but the fighters, and it's opening doors, and we, especially me, I'm training alongside the wee amateurs, and it just gives them goals and opens doors for them, so I'm so grateful to be part of it, so thanks.
Scottish guys, for Joanne, do you think this has done enough to convince the UFC to make Scotland a regular stop on their European calendar?
I hope so, but at least it's opened doors for the next up-and-comer fighter, whoever. You know, it's just gave them opportunities, and just depends on the UFC, but I hope we've made enough noise. The three of us won, and we've showed the world that we can fight, so that was the plan.
Question for Joanne. How influential was it with the crowd in the fact that when Casey was landing those shots on you, that they were behind you, and did that add like a survival instinct to your game?
Yeah, like I say, I was going into this fight and it wasn't, I know Beck pulled out, but it wasn't against Beck, it wasn't about Casey, it was more my demons, you know, because I just had to go out there and give it my all, and I'm glad she brought a fight, but no, she wasn't going to hurt me. The only person that could hurt me was myself if I didn't perform again, so, and that didn't happen, so I'm happy.
Another question for Jojo. If you were to win your next fight, maybe you get the shot at Joanna Jędrzejczyk for the strawweight title. How do you see yourself matching up against her striking? And if it doesn't go according to plan on the striking department, do you think you have the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu to take the fight to the ground?
Yeah, if that fight happens, I don't think both of us will be taking it to the ground. Everyone, all the fans want to see that fight, and obviously, speaking for myself, I want to see that fight because she's put on a masterclass with other girls, so it's a fight that excites me, but at the same time, I've just lost and then just won tonight, so basically maybe another win or two, just it's up to the UFC, but yeah, I'd be excited for that fight, and it would be a stand-up war.
And Joanne, finally, congratulations on a win. I think it's fair to say it's a win you needed. First of all, how hurt were you early on in the fight when she caught you inside the first 10 seconds?
Yeah, I was hurt, but I was never, this is a fight, you're going to get hurt and you're going to take a punch, but you just need to stay calm and weather the storm, and everyone knows that I'm a slow starter, so it made it more exciting, I think.
And Rab mentioned emotional roller coaster. It certainly looked that leading up to this fight, it's been something like that for yourself. Where do you stand in regards to training now? I mean, the grip house, I take it, is that your home within the Dinky Ninjas now?
Yeah, I'll be I started off my camp at higher level, but halfway through now I'm just going to be at the grip house gym, and it's pretty sad, but it's just part of my journey, and I'm going to be at the grip house from full time now, but I'm going to go on a holiday on Monday thanks to the UFC now. It's well overdue.
To Rob, Jojo and Stevie, we saw the impact the UFC's debut in Ireland had on a lot of the fighters who are coming up now. How surreal is it to know that you're going to inspire a bunch of new Scottish fighters in the next few years, and they'll be saying, "Oh, Rob Whitewood was my inspiration, Jojo Calderwood was my inspiration." How cool is that for you guys?
That's super cool, like who would have thought? Me growing up, I came from a small mining village in West Lothian, Falthouse, and I was a bit of tearaway as a kid, and now I'm looking at people calling me a role model and an inspiration to do great things, and if people's going to use my name in that respect, it's a great feeling, it's very honourable.
I just want to thank the guys that I'm training with, because it's the other training partners this is a team, they have to be there for you, for your sparring partners to be there, and these guys, they're all amateurs and they're all up and comers, so it's just good that they're training with me, so maybe they can see, or maybe one day that could be me, so yeah, just onwards and upwards, hopefully, for Scottish MMA.
And yeah, I mean, there's plenty of guys at higher level MMA where I train in Whitburn. Some of them kick my ass, so I think that's enough for them to see us free, being in the UFC and getting wins. And like I said, some of them give me trouble in the gym and beat me up some rounds, so there's going to be a lot more guys on the roster, I think, in the next couple of years.